Hello, welcome to this short video album of our family trip to Ranthambore National Park, which is one of the best wildlife tiger reserves in the country, in India, where one of the best tiger sighting can be done. This national park, Ranthambore, is situated in the district of Savai Madhopur and the district in the state of Rajasthan, India. This is a large national park, but it has a very high tiger density and is one of the best viewing parks for tigers. Savai Madhopur is where Ranthambore is situated in the state of Rajasthan. It is about 160 kilometers from Jaipur. It takes about 3 hours. There are a variety of wildlife in the Ranthambore National Park, including wide variety of birds, animals and reptiles. The birds which are commonly seen in the Ranthambore National Park are the Indian pitta, which are very friendly birds, different types of owls, parakeets, egrets, cormorants, kingfishers, etc. There are several animals in the park, and the park is famous for its tiger sighting. If you are lucky, you may even see a leopard. We could see a jackal. Several deers are seen, hundreds of them, sambar deers and the spotted deers. If you're lucky, you could even see a sloth bear, and there are several mongoose and other animals like wild boars seen commonly. Several species of reptiles are also commonly found in the wildlife park. The natural reserve of flora and fauna consists of dry deciduous forest consisting of about 300 different species of trees in very beautiful formations. The two best time to visit the park is in the summer from April to June, where due to the heat the tigers would come to the water bodies and can be easily sighted. The other season is from October to February, where the park becomes lush green and beautiful, but it sometimes becomes a little difficult to sight the tigers in this green lush park. The park is closed from July to September due to heavy rains. The population of tigers, our national animal, is on the rise in this park due to the preserved ecosystem in the park. Tigers are territorial animals and they hunt in isolation. They are majestic animals and it is a joy to see them in the wild. There are several stories of tigers of Ranthambore, and once you go there you'll listen to the stories of Machli, Sundari, Ustad, etc. Machli was a tiger who was the eldest living tiger in the wild. She lived for 20 years and gave birth to more than 11 offsprings. Once you go into the forest, you actually travel in either the gypsies, which are open, or in canters. But it is much better to be in gypsies because you get a much better view and you are very close to the animals. And lo, we could see that there was a tiger on the road, and there was somebody who shouted from the front gypsy that there is a tiger walking towards us. And the moment we saw the first glance of the tiger was just approaching towards us, and we were all getting ready to take our cars back into the rivers because tiger was right in front of us. Fortunately, the tiger moved towards into the bushes and started gently walking into the bushes. We were not aware of what the tiger is planning to do or where it is heading towards, but we could see that probably the tiger has somebody in mind, some hunt in its sight. The tiger was gradually progressing into the bushes very gently, and then we thought the tiger is relaxing or observing. We were told that this tiger is Noor and it was ready to attack. We could hear the sambar calling, and then the deer and the sambar just ran through the bushes and were in oblivion. This tiger was Noor. She's a very famous tiger in Ranthambore. There are several sambar deers and spotted deers which can be spotted on the road. Sambar deers are always alert, and from their alertness we can judge whether the big cat is around or not. They change their horns and the skin over a period of time. And this is one of the most beautiful scenes that we saw in the Ranthambore forest. Amongst all the dry leaves, we could see that the sambar deers were eating green leaves, and we were wondering how these green leaves have come in between the dry leaves. And we saw that there was a monkey sitting up top on the tree, was picking up all the leaves and feeding the sambar deers. And it's beautiful to see how these animals live in symbiotic relationship with each other in the forest. Some beautiful tree formations, lots of peacocks, sambar deers with horns, some beautiful landscape. You can see large green areas, trees, mountains. The Arvalis and the Vindhya ranges are surrounding this forest, and that gives a beautiful appearance to this forest. In some areas we can see hundreds of deers. In areas where there are water bodies, either man-made or artificial, birds and animals, they live together. The guide is a very important person to spot or sight the animals, and it's important to have a good guide. And here we could spot one Laila, a tiger, was sitting close to the water body, who could be spotted, and then all the gypsies came to a halt. Everybody was trying to look what is going on. And we could also see that there were two tigers, not just one, Laila and her son cub. And after some time they started walking. We were in the zone 5 during this time, and we could see that these tigers were walking, and the guide told us that they're going to their home, which is in zone 4. And this was late in the evening, and we could see that both the majestic tigers, Laila and her son cub, were walking towards their home. It was majestic to see these tigers in the wild. Oh, have you seen tiger shedding in the wild? This was a little unusual sight. And the other tiger is just going on, unaware. Subsequently, after a long walk, both the tigers crossed. In front of us are gypsies. And then disappeared. You could see some nilgais roaming around in the forest. From the wave, the deers are either relaxed or they are alerted. We can probably think that there may be a predator around or not. The landscape is stunning with mountains all around. And then there are areas where we could see some wild boars, peacocks. They were close to this old well of the village, which was situated once upon a time with the temple resting there. But now all the villagers have been emptied. And here we could see near a water body lots of peacocks and peahens, and suddenly a peacock went into a frenzy trying to woo the peahen. into dancing mode and started dancing. The peahen was least aware or least interested, looked like, in the peacock, but the peacock did not give up and was trying to woo the peahen. We could see some beautiful birds. That's a kingfisher. And the peacock is still there. A nilgai again. The forest is quite dry and deciduous because this was a summer period, but this gives a better visibility. There is this Ranthambore Fort, which is a majestic, one of the second largest fort in Rajasthan. And then at the water bodies we could also spot some alligators.
Good morning everyone, myself Suraj, I am naturalist in Ranthambore. So Ranthambore is most beautiful palace. I see tiger and other animal. So I am doing a freelancer job from 2007, around 11 years. I am so happy I am only lady guide working in Ranthambore. रंथम्बोर का जो एरिया है अराउंड 1700 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर का है, उसमें से 20% जो है टूरिस्ट के लिए खोला गया है। उसमें उसको भी डिवाइड किया हुआ है 1 to 10 जोन में। 1 to 5 जो है वो अदर वे है, जो कोर जोन है, और 6 to 10 जो है वो अदर एरिया में है। हर जगह टाइगर है, टाइगर की पॉपुलेशन हमेशा बढ़ती रहती है। हर साल हमें 8 से 10 बच्चे नए मिल रहे हैं और उसके लिए ये एरिया कम पड़ रहा है, तो कभी कभी टाइगर भी बाहर चले जाते हैं और बहुत अच्छी साइटिंग देखने को मिलती है। वर्ल्ड में सबसे अच्छी साइटिंग मानी जाती है रंथम्बोर में। बर्ड्स 350 यहाँ पर बर्ड्स की वैरायटीज़ मिलती है बर्ड वाचर्स के लिए। बहुत अच्छा डिफरेंट व्यू मिलता है हर जोन के अंदर। टाइगर्स के लिए, लेपर्ड के लिए, हाइना, स्लॉथ बेयर, पोर्क्यूपाइन्स, फॉक्स, lots of jackals, lots of animal, nocturnal. You can see daytime also near the waterfalls, on the top of the hills, in the tree. So please, you come here if you want to. You will feel very good. Really, I'm so happy. I'm glad to working here. Really, thank you so much.
The entrance to the Ranthambore Tiger Reserve has an outer entrance where you will see some hawkers who will sell scarves and caps which are necessary inside the wildlife park. And then it also shows how the zones are segregated. The zones 1 to 4 or zones 1 to 5 are in one area of the national park, and the zones 6 to 10 are in another park of the national park. That is the internal entry to the national park where all the permissions are checked. The road that leads to the inner entrance from the outer entrance is a well-built Pakka road, and this is the same road that goes to the Ranthambore Fort. On this road, rarely you can also see or sight tigers, but it's a rare thing. You can sight a lot of other animals on this road. Commonly you can see sambas, deers, baboons, monkeys, and that is the side of the Ranthambore Fort. So we're entering the zone 2, which is just going around the Ranthambore Fort. It's a very long, beautiful fort on which there is a temple of Ganesh Tekri. Some beautiful sights, sounds and sights can be seen in the wild. we have to go around a lot of places to sight for tigers. That's the Indian pitta, the common bird which is seen here. It's a very friendly bird. With the heat, the alligators are going into the water. Some beautiful formations, natural formations, looks like gorilla's head, as my daughter told me. And then we all were told that there is a tiger walking in the front, and we were following the tiger. And the tiger was very close to the kill, but the kill just suddenly, the deer swept off, and the tiger was feeling quite upset and was started walking back. The tiger, this time this tiger cub, who is named T97, who is a female cub of Noor, started walking just in front of us on the road. And it was a beautiful sight to see the tiger on the road, walking just in front of our gypsy, and we were following the tiger. As we kept on walking, just behind this female cub, and then the tiger entered into the bushes. Probably they would be doing their territorial markings. There are several ways they do the marking. One is spreading their urine onto the trees. The other common way of marking that the tigers use is to scratch their nails onto the trees, and that is their mark of their territory. And this tiger was really close to us. We were just going along the tiger. And then the tiger decided to cross us onto the road. And then it entered the bushes on the other side after crossing the road. And we could see that he was breathing heavily. She was breathing heavily, sorry. This was a long walk for the tiger in the hot, humid weather of June, the temperatures soaring above 40 degrees. The tiger kept walking. After walking a while, the tiger crossed the road, looked at the markings on this tree, The tigers never attack an open gypsy or people in the gypsy, and this incident has never been reported in the Ranthambore forest. The tiger was really close to us, looking around. Every tiger in Ranthambore forest has a name, and this female cub was called T97. They can be identified by the guide who accompany us. And then at some point the tiger kept walking and walking and decided to sit down. You could actually see that the tiger was tired and was panting for breath, and we were very close to the tiger. But our guide told us that we should rush and take our seats near a nearby water body so that we can have a good sight of the tiger, because the guide said that the tiger would certainly come there to drink water. So we left from there and reached the water body, and we could see that the tiger was approaching the water body. The tiger was gradually coming down to this small water body. It was really painful to see that this king of the forest has to drink water from such a dirty water from the man-made water bodies. The tiger then circled the water body, went on the other side, and again sat down to drink some more water. The heat was really bad, and the tiger was very gently trying to enter the water, trying to see around, taking each little gentle steps, checking each step. And then she decided to even take some more steps, gently. Checking each step carefully. She decided to enter her entire body into the water. And to beat the heat, she decided to settle there for some time. some many beautiful scenes of peacocks dancing in the wild. Lots of different types of trees. Again, a dancing peacock. And then we could see another tiger sitting on the other side of the water body. This was a female cub of Noor, we were told, and then she decided to start walking. The last trip for us, or the last was in the zone 4, where there are some beautiful flora and fauna and beautiful trees. An enlightened guide like Nagendra here can be a great asset in the forest.
अच्छा की मेडिसिनल वैल्यू है, लंबे समय से उसको एज ए मेडिसिन यूज किया जा रहा था।
अच्छा,
ये नॉन साइड इफेक्ट मेडिसिन है जो किसी लैब में टेस्टेड नहीं है, डायरेक्ट ह्यूमन बीइंग्स पे है।
अच्छा,
अब ये येलो फ्लावर से कैसिया फिस्टुला है, ये येलो फ्लावर प्लांट है ना, कैसिया फिस्टुला अमलतास, इसके बीन्स भी एज ए मेडिसिन यूज की जाती है।
going towards the zone 4.
ये एक मेडिसिनल प्लांट है, इसकी
अच्छा।
बीन्स को एज ए मेडिसिन यूज करते हैं, जिसका पल्प है उसको।
अच्छा,
जैसे बच्चों के जो वॉर्म्स होते हैं पेट में,
अच्छा,
उनके
अच्छा,
ट्रीटमेंट के लिए भी देते हैं। मतलब इसमें दस्त नहीं लगते।
ओके।
रणथंभौर में 3 बिग लेक्स है और तीनों बिग लेक्स है वो है मैन मेड है। ये ब्लैक कलर का तो है कॉर्मोरेंट। कॉर्मोरेंट सामने जो बड़ी बर्ड बैठी हुई ना रेड ट्रिप है, वो है डार्टर।
एक मिनट, ये कौन सा है? कॉर्मोरेंट।
वो है सामने डार्टर।
और ब्लू में जो है वो
कहाँ पे? वो सामने। वो ब्लैक क्राउन नाइट हेरोन है, वो भी ब्लू नहीं ब्लैक है। वो ये बैठा हुआ इसके ऊपर, ब्लैक क्राउन नाइट हेरोन है ये। और वो ये सामने जो टॉप के ऊपर बैठा है छोटा सा बर्ड, वो सामने उसके ऊपर ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट, ये पाइड किंगफिशर है। रणथंभौर में 342 स्पीसीज ऑफ बर्ड्स रिकॉर्डेड है, जिसमें 200 स्पीसीज ऑफ माइग्रेटेड बर्ड्स है। भाई पानी है ही नहीं, इस साल आया ही नहीं, पानी की हालत देखो ना आप। जो कत्था है वो इसकी हार्टवुड से बनता है।
अकेशिया कटेचो।
अंदर की जो वुड होती है ना, बार हटा दो, अंदर जो हार्टवुड बनेगी उसको पीसेस करके पानी में डिप कर देते हैं। अच्छा। 24 घंटे में वो गल जाएगी, फिर उसको मैश करके पानी, और फिर उसको बॉइल्ड करते हैं। तो जैसे उसका कंसंट्रेशन लिक्विड ज़्यादा बढ़ता जाएगा, पानी तो सारा वाष्प होके उड़ जाएगा, फिर उसको आपके मिट्टी की वो बना के रखते हैं सांचे, उसमें डाल देते हैं, तो मिट्टी भी उसको पानी को सारे को ऑब्जर्व कर लेती है, तो आपकी चक्कियाँ जमा देगी बिल्कुल। बस वो आपका कत्था है। फिर उस कत्थे को दूध के अंदर, मिल्क के अंदर उसको डाइल्यूट करके फिर पान में यूज करते हैं।
That's a mongoose running away from us. A lot of energy needs to be spent to sight tigers in the wild. Sometimes you may be lucky, sometimes you may not be.
दोनों चिक्स के ऊपर एक वाइट टिप है, 6 to 9 इंचेस हॉर्न है। ये हॉर्न इनके परमानेंट होते हैं एंटीलॉप्स के। एशिया का लार्जेस्ट एंटीलॉप है।
अच्छा, तो नीलगाई बोलते हैं उसका नाम?
इसको नीलगाई ही बोलते हैं, वैसे इंग्लिश में इसको ब्लू बुल बोलते हैं।
ब्लू बुल, ओके।
We were waiting to sight tigers, but we could not find any sight of the tigers on that day.
रणथंभोर जो नेशनल पार्क है, ये जयपुर महाराजा की पहले प्राइवेट हंटिंग वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी थी, जिसको कि इंडिपेंडेंस के बाद में 1970 में गवर्नमेंट ऑफ राजस्थान ने एक्वायर कर दिया। इसमें 1972 में 73 के अंदर टाइगर कंजर्वेशन प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट किया गया, जिसका कि फ़ायदा इस फॉरेस्ट को इतना मिला कि आज जो टाइगर पॉपुलेशन है वो इंक्रीज़ करते हुए 64 तक पहुँच चुकी है। जो पहले जब स्टार्ट किया गया था, ज़्यादा 10 to 12 टाइगर्स इस पार्क में हुआ करते थे। रणथंभोर नेशनल पार्क का जो एरिया है वह 282.03 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर एरिया है। इस पार्क के अंदर 532 स्पेसीज ऑफ प्लांट्स हैं, इंक्लूडेड 200 स्पेसीज ऑफ मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स, 42 स्पेसीज ऑफ मैमल्स और 32 स्पेसीज ऑफ रेप्टाइल्स रिकॉर्डेड है। नेवर 342 स्पेसीज ऑफ बर्ड्स हैं, जिनमें से लगभग 170 या 200 स्पेसीज ऑफ माइग्रेटेड बर्ड्स हैं, जो कि बाहर से दूसरे देशों से रणथंभोर आती हैं।
We stayed in Hotel Ranthambore Regency, which is a very nice hotel, very decent accommodation and very courteous staff. We had a great time because they take great personal care of the guests, and it's located also quite close to the wildlife park. The Ravindra Jain, the owner of the hotel. Ravindra ji, what do you think? Why is Ranthambore such a favorite tourist destination amongst wildlife travelers?
Tiger sighting which we have in Ranthambore is one of the best in country, and it's most approachable park from all over the India, and it is very close to Golden Triangle, Jaipur, Delhi, Agra. So that is again a big reason to come to Ranthambore and explore it.
Okay, we have had an excellent service in our hotel Ranthambore Regency. So if you would like to just share a few words about how it was made and where it is right now.
My father started this hotel in 1999, and from day one we both brothers have joined him, and we started with 10 rooms. Today we have 75 rooms, and our main strength is our staff, and they are working with us from last 18 years. And because of them, we are able to win the game.
And you already have some footprints into the future?
Yes, like one more resort we are launching soon in Ranthambore. That will be called Savai Vilas. And that's going to be ready by mid-November. That's like high-end hotel.
Okay, thank you very much. Our wildlife tour would not have been so great without the help of our trip planner, Mr. Basmang Mehta and Jankna Mehta. Both are very avid wildlife enthusiasts and professional photographers, and they have also recently started their new venture, the wildlife tour planning company called the Wildlife Sojourns. Thank you, Basmang and Jankna, for a wonderful trip. They take great personal care. They're very professional in their approach. Thank you.